Hello, Miami! That was weak and unacceptable. Now I'm gonna need a lot more energy to get through this program before I let you get to the bar. So let's try that again. Hello, Miami, how we doing? Acceptable. Well, my name is Matthew Buckley, and my call sign is Whiz. And before we go any further, let's just clear something up. Let's just say not all fighter pilots are running around out there with Gucci call signs like Maverick or Iceman. Let's just say that some of us as fighter pilots go out and earn our call sign, and it's usually by doing something stupid. So my call sign's Whiz, and I'm not going to take any questions about how I earned my call sign. But I flew the FA-18 Hornet for the United States Navy for about 16 years. I graduated from the Navy Fighter Weapons School, which many of you know as Top Gun, and I also flew 44 combat sorties over southern Iraq. The hell am I doing standing on this stage at a psychedelic conference? Well, it's a long, strange story, but it helped save my life. About a year ago, I found the medicine, and I found the medicine through just a great human being. He's actually sitting in the back there, Dr. Martin Polanco. Stand up, Doc. From the Mission Within. I strongly recommend you go talk to Doc. He runs an incredible retreat south of the border where he treats veterans suffering from PTSD, depression, anxiety, trauma, Navy SEALs, Navy fighter pilots, veterans, and spouses. And the man is an absolute lifesaver. So make sure you go talk to Doc Martin. But I got my ass kicked in about a 16-hour journey with ibogaine. And it was without a doubt the most incredible life-saving experience. I can't even describe it. And I know many people in the room probably know what I'm talking about. My sister Monica was killed by a drunk driver when she was 19 years old at Villanova University. And it destroyed my family. My dad died a couple years ago. He died of a broken heart. My family was never the same. Irish Catholic family from South Philadelphia, South Jersey. I was an altar boy. Done. What type of fucking God does something like that? On the ibogaine, I saw my sister. And I saw my dad. And I got to see exactly where they went. And they didn't go anywhere. They're actually right here with me, and they're right here with you. Let alone the trauma that I experienced as a Navy fighter pilot. 16 of my best friends aren't walking the face of the earth because they're dead. Man, the Navy does a pretty good job of teaching you to compartmentalize, to put all that shit down here, Whiz, because we got to focus on the mission. And they do a pretty crappy job of teaching us how to be a human again. But thanks to Doc, thanks to the psychedelic-assisted therapy, man, I am putting the ladder down to try and help veterans heal from the traumas of war. Now, I want everybody to sit back, relax, and we're going to go supersonic with psychedelics.
3, 2, 1, lights on.
My name's Matthew Buckley. My call sign as a fighter pilot was Whiz. Served the United States Navy on active duty for 10 years and then flew fighters in the reserves for 6 years.
Being a fighter pilot for the United States Navy was the culmination of a dream. Dogfights at supersonic speed on the edge of consciousness. Life and death situations created stress, trauma, depression, anxiety, and fear. I was searching for an answer, and I found it. Shockingly, it was psychedelic medicine.
The military does an incredibly good job of training you for combat and doing some pretty horrible stuff to another human being. And then when they're done with you, they do a pretty shitty job of transitioning you back to being a human. This plant medicine has been around for thousands and thousands of years.
It took me on a journey downrange with these 4 other incredible men, human beings, veterans.
As a result of the medicine, I literally found God.
I took the ibogaine. It was like I got lifted up and then I exploded into forever. I felt infinity.
happens in this world is beyond logic. And when these heroes move from the speed of sound to the speed of life, the job really gets dangerous because so many of their wounds are invisible. Emotions get suppressed as a means of survival.
Daniel Summers, who served 2 tours in Iraq, took his own life. He was just 30 years old.
Sadly, he is not the first veteran to do so.
8,000 U.S. veterans commit suicide each year. That's an average of 22 per day.
We're here to tell you this is not the way out.
Literally 52 years of ego, of regret, shame, pain, death, alcohol, drugs, disintegrated in the blink of an eye. I exploded into light, energy, love, indescribable.
80% of the volunteers in that study reported that the experience was among the 5 most personally meaningful and spiritually significant experiences of their lives.
It was peace. It was a peace that I have never felt before. We're going to be saving lives. We're going to be changing attitudes. No higher purpose, no higher calling than helping your fellow woman, helping your fellow man.
On May 27th, with the opening of Maverick Top Gun, we step out of the cockpit into the real-life stories of decorated pilots.
We're going to heal everybody, not just veterans. Nobody's left behind.
Fallen heroes.
3, 2, 1, go.
So that's our project, the No Fallen Heroes project. It's a documentary film that we're currently shooting. We're currently producing. Love being at a capital investment conference because guess what? Documentaries ain't cheap to make. We're also want to do No Fallen Heroes Extraction. Think of the TV show Intervention, where we want to go in, rescue vets, and take them for treatment using entheogenic type of therapy. Female fighter pilots. There aren't too many female SEALs or Rangers running around there. I have a lot of female fighter pilot buddies who unfortunately weren't up for doing this round. Because when I picked up the phone and called some of my best friends, some of my squadron mates were like, yeah, Whiz, we'd love to be part of this. We got a lot of fucking PTSD. I'm like, great. Would love to have you on board. Yeah, it's not from the combat. It's from the sexual assault and the rape. So No Fallen Heroes Extraction. I'm going to put down the ladder to help my female women to heal because it's an absolute disgrace. But I'm up here because it takes a lot of money. If anybody's interested in supporting our No Fallen Heroes documentary and project, I'm putting down the ladder. I'm here to meet folks. Hell, I'll even take you. I own 2 fighter jets that I keep up in Pompano. Where's Cody and Daniel? I took Daniel Carcillo. I threw him in my back seat. And I took Cody Chandraw up there from Ambria Capital as well. And they got to go dogfight. So if you support us in our project, maybe I'll take you dogfighting in an airplane. I want to read you something real quick and I'll get off stage because I want to see what Zappy has to do, man. What a great American, Zappy. And everything Zappy's doing, I can't wait to see what he's up to. The last time I did the medicine on a Friday night in our fire ceremony, I went upstairs and they didn't tell me this until Monday. During the fire ceremony, this gentleman passed away, somebody who I admire. And I'm going to read his quote. Veterans are the light at the tip of the candle, illuminating the way for the whole nation. If veterans can achieve awareness, transformation, understanding, and peace, they can share with the rest of society the realities of war, and they can teach us how to make peace with ourselves and each other so we never have to use violence to resolve conflict again. That was Thich Nhat Hanh. And he passed away during my fire ceremony as I went upstairs, and I'm going to grab the fucking torch. Thanks, folks. Have a good night.